Come on back in.
Happy Friday.
Come on back in, William. Come on
Happy
back
Friday.
in.
Happy Friday. Happy
on
Friday,
back.
peoples.
All right. Happy
Well, is she
Friday.
okay? Is she okay? Did you give her the melatonin
Yeah, she all right.
and shut her down for the night? Okay.
Yeah, she did.
Welcome to the men's 2 cent show.
No, look, Ebony's here.
Look.
Ebony's here. Stop it.
Where's Roy?
It's half and half. It's half and half.
I'm here.
Roy is on an assignment, TT.
Oh, okay.
Put on an assignment.
Roy's remote.
Yeah.
You know what? Y'all are so bad.
I was going to say Roy's helping to make sure that the Facebook feed is clean for the day. That's all.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Uh-oh, she got up and said, "No, you will not. You will not be on that show. You will not be on that show. I am not ready to go to sleep."
Right now. She's probably like, William,
come rub my feet.
Ask me my change purse.
Oh, now he's back.
I had technical difficulties.
Sure.
She got one of them change purses that twists. Change purse.
She pulled him by his belt loop.
The change purse that twists
Change
up.
purse.
Pulled William by his belt loop. That's all right.
That's hilarious.
Will, go get me a pack of Cools real quick.
Not cool. Welcome back, Will. Welcome back.
The blue kind. The blue, the one who lives in the blue box.
Exactly. Let me get them info's about you.
That little purse where you keep the Newports.
Wait, what is wrong with y'all?
Look, speaking of Newports, did y'all see that meme going around with the man who was complaining about the little kitty hookah for kids?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
But when y'all were growing up, did y'all not remember the kitty cigarettes?
Yeah. Candy cigarettes?
Yeah.
Candy cigarettes.
Candy
I remember candy and gum.
They were gum.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, the cigarette candy, yeah.
Yeah, and you would blow through it and the little sugar would blow out.
Puff will blow out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the hookah candy? What's the hookah
They
thing
got
about?
a toy hookah.
My first hookah.
My first hookah.
Shut up.
No,
Yeah.
This was wrong, John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dana already bought 3 of them for his babies.
What?
I think it is my first hookah.
My first
first mason jar, because you know in the country, time was medicine.
It comes with a complimentary bottle of Casamigos as well. So.
When they were talking about it, I was like, "Well, dog, my parents took a picture with me with a real cigarette in my mouth."
So you had a real cigarette. I was looking at that little thing I sent y'all where that little baby was in the restaurant with her crayon in her mouth.
Oh,
and she was doing like this, and I was like, "There's a picture."
Yeah, you got ready. Did you get ready to judge, and then you remember you were like, "Oh wait a minute."
I was like, "That's my sister. I
I
can't say too much about that. That's my sister.
You can't.
That's her. Yeah."
But I didn't have a crayon.
No,
I had a Benson and Hedges.
It was the real deal. It wasn't lit, but it was
Benson
real.
and Hedges. Benson and Hedges. And I had to be
but it
about
wasn't lit.
4.
That is old school right there. Benson and Hedges.
Yeah, Benson and Hedges. Menthol.
She got out one of the machines where you had to pull. You had to pull a little thing, right?
Exactly.
Yes. Oh my God. Benson and Hedges menthol.
You gotta put the quarters in the thing and
push it in
real hard,
like you have to do on them on HBCU campus wash houses. You know, back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Put the 4
quarters in.
The fact is probably a wash house though. Let's start there.
Don't TT, don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
So
William laughing, Dwight laughing because
I don't know anything about that because my apartment on my HBCU campus had a washer and a dryer. So I don't know anything.
Also
stayed on
campus
before you went to that
before
apartment.
You also stayed on campus before you went off campus.
Yes,
well, let's be real. I was kidding. Y'all was supposed to know I didn't have no apartment with me.
Look, I'm like, you did at some point, but before that,
yeah, I'm about to say that might be true for your junior and senior year.
Yeah, but freshman year,
your freshman year, you went down to the credit union and got them $10 in rolls of quarters. I know you did because I did
and
I
went
did
to
it
the
every other
laundry.
Friday. I did it every
Yep.
other Friday.
I felt like the person, I mean the keyboard player need to be playing the organ in the background. You talking about that might be true for your junior and senior year, but only go freshman, sophomore year.
But
You first arrived in Greensboro. Yes.
Like
first arrived in Greensboro, North Carolina, from Dade County, and Patricia Garrett dropped you off.
Right.
You had to go get them rolls of quarters.
Oh boy, we going to church.
Yeah,
we going to
yes,
church.
sir. Yes, sir.
He might as
All
well
right,
because his
Deacon-
sister will take it to
Deacon
church
battle.
too.
Yeah. Now we gonna stay right here on HBCUs. I had somewhere else to go. Go ahead, Basil. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Right now.
I mean, just breaking doors down. I think I read somewhere where HBCUs are experiencing a renaissance. Travis Hunter, is that his name? Travis Hunter. Yeah.
Oh,
But his friends call him Trav, though, I'm sure.
Oh, they call him
Trap.
T-R-A-B, Trap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The B comes from where we don't know,
We
but
don't
that's
know.
what their
We don't
nickname
know.
is. That's how it works out.
Trav from Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah.
On his sign. He's a cornerback like his coach, Deion Sanders. Wait a minute, but did you see the news that came out today saying that they paid him and look, no, but watch this. Deion said there's no way I'm paying him more than I make. Now, what are you talking about? You need to sit down somewhere. Sit down.
Go ahead, sit down.
Deion said, just go ahead and let it be what it is. Stop trying to make it
and like Miles said, and so what? They've been doing
they
it.
do it too.
They do it. Not been doing it. They do it all day, every day. So
what I find so fascinating though is like this dude's the #1 quarterback in the country.
Numero uno.
And his coach is literally arguably the greatest cornerback to ever play the game. That's the best recruiting tool you got.
Yeah.
I mean, what was that brother going to learn from whoever's coaching Florida State or whoever's coaching Georgia about playing cornerback when you literally got the coach who's in the Hall of Fame for being the best cornerback?
Prime time.
Pastor, say it. Y'all preaching today.
I mean, for those of you who don't know, but prior to Deion cashing those checks and receiving the critical acclaim at cornerback that he did, really DBs weren't getting paid like that in the NFL. He's the first. He is the first cornerback to really start cashing checks to make those guys get paid. He paved the way for guys like Grievous Island and Nnamdi Asomugha and a lot of these other guys who have risen to the top of their game. Guys like
that was somebody's name, just because that was somebody.
that was somebody's name.
Look, see,
that was worth it.
You remember that thing. All right.
Sam Madison, Patrick Surtain, guys like, you know what I'm saying? All of those guys, he paved the way for all of those guys to get money and get paid, man, because cornerbacks were almost like a forgotten position as far as being at the top of the pay grade for an NFL defense. But he paved the way for that.
But I think the thing about it before him, the NFL was different. You know, it was like a run first type league.
That's true.
And now, just like, you know, all sports have went to offense first. So to combat the fast and offense, you got to pay your defense.
Yeah, you got. I mean, the two premium positions. You got to pay the rushers. You got to pay the edge rushers, and you got to pay the corners because you don't want the quarterback to have time. And if he does have time, you need somebody to be on them receivers. So you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Dana. I will pose this question. I'm just as shocked as you are. I want to give kudos to TT because her and I had a huge debate about this in Ebony's table.
What was this?
Thanks.
4th of July?
I think it was 4th of July. Yeah,
ooh, buddy.
We had a huge debate, and I gotta admit I didn't see this coming. Although I'm glad that it happened, I didn't see it coming. I wonder is this now a trend? Will we see more black athletes out of the? Hold on, Ebony. Hold on, Ebony.
No, I was just adding to that.
I'm wondering. Right, I seen that, but I'm hoping. I'm wondering, is this a trend, or is this an anomaly because of the Deion effect? because you still only have. I mean, we've only seen in the history of the Rivals 250, which is now 24/7, and the ESPN 300. You've only had two athletes, Travis Hunter and another gentleman, in the top 50 pick HBCUs. And obviously, I would like to see it be a trend, but I'm wondering if this is only due to the cachet, stardom, and prolificness of Deion Sanders.
Well, if it is, kudos to it because it will lead to more.
I'm hoping it will. I'm hoping it will, April.
It will lead to more because I mean, me and my sister, we had a conversation about this. I said there are two different things. I was like, there's a place you could be yourself,
right,
and you could be as swaggy and as ridiculous as you want without somebody trying to say this is my point of what I felt about it. I was telling her, I said the kids love being with Deion. I said that's the reason why they are so successful now. It's like a whole 360 of a team. I was like, it's him, the way that he loves on them and teaches them how to do, what they need to do, and then they in turn perform for him, right? I was like, and they could be as swag, like we saw them when they came down here for the classic. Like those boys, they were like very nice young men and whatever, but they will perform for him because of how he pours into them. And then I don't think that it's a different level of what's being poured into them at a HBCU versus somewhere else. So I think it's something that's going to start picking up. This is a conversation her and I had about this situation here.
But the thing is, I feel like
one moment. Please let Senator go on ahead and finish his thought because
well, no, I was gonna let Dana go. That's fine.
Stop there.
Go ahead, Dana, you got it.
No, what I was gonna say, is it's on, and I coach high school ball, and it's on our coaches on our level to start pushing that you're not falling short just because you're going to HBCU.
Right.
So a lot of high school coaches, you want to go here, you know what I'm saying? Our school actually, we visit fam. We actually took the kids up there. So, I got like 2 on the track team. A lot of my coaches, they play for fam, and it's like that's what it has to be. Because as long as we continue to glorify the UMs and the FSUs and the Alabamas, that's what the kids gonna think. And then you already dealing with them coming in and wine and dining the parents. And the parents, I mean, it's on the high school level too. It's just like, okay, kids might go to Killian or South Ridge, but it's hard to compete with a Columbus that's recruiting. I know up our way, we got our schools, but it's hard to compete with a St. Thomas or IMG or Chaminade that's coming in. So it's
snatching up your best athletes left and right every year.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to highlight, to Miles's point around the cachet. I want to remind folks where this all originates from in terms of how Deion ends up at Jackson State. Deion had been petitioning to become a head coach at the collegiate level for a while.
Yes,
right. Especially when FSU was going after Jimbo Fisher left, he was like, "Why not me?"
Right.
Especially and after Willie left, and with such controversy, and they brought in more coaches since then. FSU, his alma mater, I'm sorry, where he played football, because he actually graduated from Talladega. So shout out to that, right? So FSU, where he played football, basically shunned him and blackballed him because they said he would only be able to be the defensive backs coach and assistant head coach to whoever came into the program. So Deion's coming to this with a chip on his shoulder,
right?
Where he's been able to monetize being a HBCU head coach. But I think deeper than the cachet has been the ripple effect of folks like Eddie George now coming into the place.
Correct.
They're talking about the notion of Kevin Sumlin now going to Alabama State. You're talking about all these
Hugh Jackson.
Yeah, Hugh Jackson going to Grambling. So it's like you got all these folks with all this kind of, again, cachet and understanding that they've made their money off the NFL. So you're talking about brothers who are sitting there with millions of dollars in the bank to begin with. now getting an opportunity to not only prove their worth, but reestablish HBCUs to the dominance that they once had. Like someone posted today, just a friendly reminder that, four HBCUs, Grambling included, have equal Hall of Famers to Florida State University, right?
Wow.
Absolutely.
So we're, we know it's a renaissance, but this isn't something that we haven't experienced in terms of success at HBCUs before. So this is just a gentle reminder to this generation of young athletes that it's never been about the school. It's always been about the player, your skill set, and your ability to thrive in an environment that actually is going to be conducive. The beauty of an HBCU at the end of the day is that many of these brothers who weren't getting degrees, Deion Sanders included, because they were being run through a pipeline of profit, are actually going to be walking out with a degree.
Right.
And that's going to be the significant impact of many of these brothers going to these schools, because these top Power 5 conferences could care less about whether or not you get a degree. North Carolina had that problem with accreditation and sending their players to fake classes. Texas A&M's been on the news in regards to sending all their players through agricultural courses that they didn't have to show up for. So
yeah,
this got a deeper impact that I'm looking forward to seeing.
Right, and like majoring in therapeutic rec.
I think just adding to what both of you said, it's creating a culture of us having to unlearn, like the whitewash, that we're all accustomed to, that has been basically pushed down our throats for years and years and years, and I just think that it's a beautiful thing. I love to see it. As I said before, we got Edrin James' son, and although Edrin James, was a great player at the U, one of those big schools that we talked about, it's great to see also that their generation, they get it, right? And so they are now being change agents in this whole renaissance, like they get it, they're embracing it and saying to their kids and other kids, look, this is the way to go. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, if you're great, your skill set and your greatness is going to speak for itself wherever you go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be any more or less at one of those big Power 5 schools. You know what I'm saying? Take your greatness where you can be great, like April said. So it's a great thing. I love to see it, and I'm here for it, and I want to see it continue. I'm excited.
The thing I want to say, like, if all of the players that are big time players, which are mostly of color, go to a place of color, where would these other programs be?
Exactly.
Nowhere.
Right.
Let me tell you, they were going crazy on Twitter about that. They were like, this is ridiculous. The elite players are supposed to go to D1 schools. I mean, what are we supposed to be looking at?
Yeah. Did you see what
are we supposed to look at? You better tune in. Tune in, Tokyo. Tune in.
Right.
Hey guys, look, the interesting part about it is at one point.
Welcome to the show. Welcome.
Well, thank you guys. I'm on the set of Meta, aka Facebook, doing a video shoot.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you talking about?
You're on assignment, sir.
Yes, I'm on assignment. But anyways, the interesting part is that at one point, I remember when the black athlete could not go to those schools, and they did not want us.
Right.
And what they started doing was seeking out the players because they knew that they could win by picking black players.
Absolutely.
And now that the tide is turned, that you don't want to be at that school, that's the problem.
Right.
That's the problem. And there's the thing, Deion Sanders is speaking their language. Deion Sanders walks in and says, hey, young man, I was like you, had a single mama. Florida State didn't win until I showed up.
Right.
Y'all, I told you, y'all preaching on here today.
Just to piggyback on Roy's point, Bear Bryant, who is like God at Alabama.
We gotta get one of those
in the 70s. Yes, when USC ran rim shot over him with Sam Cunningham, and Sam Cunningham scored, I believe it was like 6 touchdowns in the Rose Bowl. Say he went over to to the USC locker room and was like, I had to get me one of those. And when Bear Bryant petitioned, when he petitioned, he basically went right. He basically went back to Alabama, told the governing board of directors and the clergy and the executive directors for the school, basically saying that, listen, we're going to start recruiting black players because if we don't, we're not going to win. Exactly. Basically, that's how that conversation went.
Well, Miles, I'll take it a step further.
Mind you this, with all the racism, and all the oppression, and all the Jim Crow that had taken place in the deep, dirty South, and from the 40s to the 60s to the 70s, Bear Bryant put his foot down, and not one of his players were ever harmed. Imagine that. Imagine that.
So
but I want to emphasize what Miles was saying. The SEC's only had black players for literally 50 years. That's it.
Facts.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Like this year, like the first SEC black player got on the field in 1971.
That's crazy.
Yeah, look back to your point too, though. We HBCUs have more Hall of Famers that actually wanted to go to those schools and were denied.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And one of the biggest debates from the 40s and 50s was when Oklahoma and those Bud Wilkinson coach teams were winning 47 in a row. Grambling was on a 5, 6, 7 year winning streak and hadn't lost a game. But Bud Wilkinson would never play Eddie Robinson. He would never play Grambling and Eddie Robinson because he didn't want that smoke. He didn't want that smoke.
He wasn't going to play Jay Gaither.
Miles, that's no different from back then when, like, the Major League Baseball.
Absolutely.
When they played the Negro League, it was like, we ain't never playing them again.
Absolutely.
No need for all of that. We're done. Thank you. No. Let's not go over there. Wow. Let's be great on our terms. Yeah. I'm hoping that it is a renaissance. I'm hoping that we're seeing is another trend. I hope this is not just a scenario where it's an anomaly or a one-time thing, because at the end of the day, I still somewhat side with the theoretical principle that overall that money will talk. And because some of our HBCUs don't have the financial power to influence in that same at the same level as.
But isn't it great, Miles? I didn't say anything after you said what your first comment was, and I wasn't surprised that you went on that trajectory with your response to this situation by not embracing it, but then looking at the larger scope to say, but is it going to continue? I would like to just add that although it seems as if it could only be about the money, sometimes it isn't.
Absolutely.
Not in this case. Culture.
Sometimes it's just about culture. It's about principle.
Culture.
Right.
It's about a guy. It's about a guy creating his own path and not following the path of others.
And being happy and not sucking and jiving to feel comfortable.
Absolutely.
Right.
In a situation where you don't belong.
Right. You don't have to.
All money ain't good money.
And you feel good about it.
But let's be clear.
And not only that though, Ms. Mawkins, let's not kid ourselves. If those guys, if those athletes, if like the top 300 from the ESPN, if you get 50% of the ESPN top 300 to go to HBCUs, the FAMs, the Gremlins, the A&Ts, the Centrals, the Hamptons, the Howards, if that happens, that NIL money and that corporate money will begin to shift to those HBCUs. It definitely will. It'll take some time, but it has to be a consistent. It has to be a consistent run.
What I'm saying is, it doesn't even take time. This dude's already got an NIL deal locked in.
Absolutely.
And he had it locked in regardless of what school he went to. It was going to Georgia, it was going to Florida State, and now it's going to Jackson State. His money is good. What I would double down on, though, and get people to understand is, let's understand how he ended up going there. On his last official visit, he goes to a Jackson State Alcorn State game. That's it.
Yeah.
All of us have been to an HBCU game. It's nothing significant about the game itself. To Roy's point, It was about the culture. For him to set foot on campus and feel the love, the embracing, like to see that and
That's
witness
different.
that hits different for people when they see it.
And even taking kids on tours. You know, we took them to South Florida, we took them to UCF. But then when we hit fam, now they're like, Coach, they vibing. I feel this. I say, yeah,
right.
It's a totally different. I say,
April
you don't have to worry about being who you are.
We took the kids. We took the kids to the colleges.
Well, look,
you want to vibe.
The other part too is Deion really blamed the coaches, because here's what those coaches did. They thought once the boy was locked in, they left them alone.
Yeah.
And sometimes the greatest deals are at the last minute, at the last moment. So I said NIL stands for never underestimate the influence and leverage of Deion Sanders.
I like that.
Let me do that now. Let me.
I'm not adding up.
Look, guys, I gotta run. I gotta get back to the shoot though.
All right.
All right. Well,
get back on your assignment, Roy.
Thanks for joining us.
Miss you, big dog. Listen.
In Steph Curry news, congratulations goes out to the Curry family. He breaks Ray Allen's record in 3-point shots. It breaks the NBA history. It breaks in and makes NBA history with 2,974 3.
I don't see nobody breaking this record.
You don't think
yes, they will. Yes,
no, it's gonna be tough, Miles, because the bigger stat.
That dude's a phenom, man.
The bigger stat was he broke the record in 600 less games than Ray Allen.
Right, but look at the trajectory of the NBA though, Dana and Dwight. They shoot far more threes now than they did back when Reggie and Ray
I
was
promise
playing.
you that record will stand for
look. His accuracy is ridiculous.
10 years minimum.
I don't care.
Yeah. Now I agree with that.
Everybody talking about, he couldn't look
less games.
Yeah.
Ray Allen.
How many
record,
seasons does that equate to?
I mean, how long did it take for him to get it done? How long did it win?
I don't know.
No, Steph Curry got drafted in 09.
We'll add that up. Come on.
No. Actually, later than that.
Will, you don't know.
Add that up.
Will, you got your glasses on. Do your thing, Will.
Steph Curry's only 32. He's only 32, and he's only been in the league since he was 23. So that's 9 years he did that. Ray Allen, to get that record, was in the league for almost 20 years.
Listen, did y'all see the post where I think Alonzo Mourning put it up with him and he had Steph Curry and
his brother
Curry. They were little kids sitting around him watching their dad play.
Yeah.
That was so cute. I was like, dang, like
I just want to know.
You don't see that difference when everyone is older.
Right.
Now that Dell and Sonia are separated, the divorce, I just want to know who got custody of Steph.
Shut up.
You are sick. But I think the tougher thing is how you feel when you the daddy, when you Del Curry and you the second best shooter in your family.
I know, right? He could be the third because Steph could be better than him.
Steph might be better than him too.
He don't care because he was flanked with all them little Band-Aids.
Yeah. You see my dog winning out there, Miss Martin.
He was out there.
My dog winning.
4-5 Band-Aids. Talking about he was flirting.
Yeah, hey, my dog winning. But I just want to know who got custody of Steph.
Sonya was like, I don't
First
care.
of all, you know it was Sonya because Sonya fine, okay?
Right,
let me go ahead and let Gremlins find this how to stay.
Oh,
go
no.
ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. What you got?
Oh my God.
Here we go.
What you got to say? What you got to say?
What happened now?
You know what I have to say, Ms. Markins? No comment.
No.
What's going on now?
What is that? Is that in response to the petition? Is that in response to
we have been perpetually, incessantly talking about Will.
Perpetually.
Like literally.
Like a bang. Like that.
Like
go ahead.
8 straight weeks. Like 8 straight weeks he's been a topic on this show. Like
is there something going on now?
Will gonna have to give us some NIL money. He gonna have to give us some
Yeah.
We talk about him so much.
We started out the show with entanglement.
Yes. Like I'm ready to move on, Miss Markins. Please. Please.
I think I saw something about you talking about something entanglement, and then you talking about I've been married for something years. I can't even speak on no damn entanglement.
It's very true.
He was
Ms.
talking
Markins.
to me about
I was talking with TT. I said I've been married so long, I done forgot what it feels like to have options. Yes, I have. There was a time in my life where I did have some options, where I was living the ratchet life of the streets.
I don't
Yes,
remember
I
what
belonged
we
to
were
the
talking about.
streets. I did, Miss Markins. I used to belong to the streets.
She said, "What was
so
that?"
did so did the chicks that I mess with. But that
He
is
used,
no
to
longer.
he used to be adjacent to the streets.
There we go. Thank you, Eda, for reeling that in. It was
No, sidewalk.
He was
not
adjacent.
yeah.
She was a sidewalk.
That part.
Rose,
Like
Rose,
right here and then right here.
That part. Now, staying on topic with the HBCUs.
Oh, I thought we was on entanglements. My bad. What?
Did you all hear about Pharrell? Pharrell actually received a doctorate. He gave a commencement speech
from
for
Norfolk.
the fall graduating class of Norfolk State University, HBCU. He was so moved that he received the doctorate, an honorary degree, and became an honorary member of the marching band. And when they told him, he broke down in tears.
Wow.
He don't get no love from his state. That's what the problem is.
Virginia. You're right. Because he's from Virginia, right?
His tears didn't have anything to do with that. His tears had to do with the fact that he always wanted to go to an HBCU. Did he wear a dress? No, Jody.
Wow.
Look, I was just saying.
How you feel, Jody?
At least, the state was being raggedy.
That is true.
But the HBCU was
still
there to honor him.
Yes.
Right. Come on back.
But real talk, Pharrell found the fountain of youth that Juan Ponce de Leon was looking for.
Yeah. Yeah. He found it already. I don't know where.
I graduated from Spelman almost 20 years ago, and he looks the exact same. This man is like
him and
Lorenz Tate.
Lorenz Tate.
Yeah, you cold water.
Hold on.
Tate.
That is not Lorenz Tate. That is O-Dog. O-Dog.
He looks the same.
O-Dog.
But we gotta admit, Angela Bassett been drinking from that same fountain.
Yes.
Halle Berry been drinking from that same fountain.
Well, neither one of them had any kids. I'm just saying.
You right about that too.
Here we go.
There's a different level of where you
Ms. Marcus has to throw that factor in there.
Steph Curry mama been drinking from that same fountain.
That was a little shade.
It wasn't shade. I was just saying, let's balance it out. Let's balance it out.
You're right.
Wait.
Because it's something that happens when you go from 170 to 240.
We'll add Taraji.
It's something that happens in that, and then
I know that feeling.
And then from going from up here to down here. I mean, it's something that transpires with that.
There you go.
Okay?
Fred, she said.
Look, Dwight, there you go.
Taraji and it's another one of the ladies.
Taraji got a child.
I'm about to say, so does Halle Berry, by the way, but I didn't want to say
somebody in that looks good that has a child. That's what I said. Taraji.
Everyone forgets Halle Berry had a child by natural birth. I don't know why.
Yeah. She did. Yes, she did.
Dwight, that's why when you get married and your wife pregnant, they say we pregnant. Yeah.
Halle Berry has
a child.
She has a child. She has a daughter. Halle Berry does have a daughter.
Halle had a daughter. Yes.
Yeah. Halle Berry got a daughter.
Oh wow, you never.
I didn't know Halle had a daughter. Yes, I do know that Angela Bassett has twins. I do.
Yes, but she did
surrogacy.
Surrogate, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, she has two children.
Oh,
sure.
Halle.
There you go.
Sure.
That she had.
I guess.
I know she had that daughter. I don't know about.
I know she had the daughter.
Yeah.
What do you mean she had the daughter?
Like she had.
She delivered her.
Like
she carried her and delivered her, Miss Martin.
No way. Are you saying that Halle Berry was pregnant?
She said, "What you mean by that?"
She birthed it.
Basil, I'm going to have to look this up. I'm sorry.
She birthed her daughter.
Yeah.
Wow. Who was that from? Eric?
No, that was from that
the white boy.
One of the Caucasians that she entangled with.
Oh, this is after the daughter. That's the little boy she has that she's
Caucasoidal
pregnant with right there.
I'm telling you.
Caucasoidal.
Wow. That totally missed that.
Her daughter's name is Nala, Nahla, Nahla.
Well, I stand corrected. I stand corrected, and I am fine with being corrected. Let me tell you.
You sure about that, Miss Marcus?
Takes a big person.
Let me tell you. I don't want to know everything.
But in the absence of Roy Markins, Jessica, you still got it, girl. Don't let nobody tell you different. Okay?
That's right.
You got it going on, sis.
Especially when you was at the when you was at the picnic and your father almost beat your ass for doing the city boy. Yeah.
No, that wasn't me.
That was me.
That was her.
Oh no, he almost beat both of y'all.
Because April's leg was broke.
No, it was both of y'all.
Was messed
My
up.
daddy knows
My leg was broke,
Both of y'all.
And he's like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Both of y'all.
No, it was not both of y'all. It was
both of y'all. I was there. No, I was there.
I was there.
I was there too. It was
everybody that was there was not there. Only Miles.
Right.
Mr. Garrett was trying to beat April for the stanky leg. He was trying to beat Jessica because her shoulder was out.
Yeah.
And it kept being further out. There was more. It kept being more shoulder.
Hey, Dwight. Thank you for corroborating my story. Thank you.
Because I was there too, bro.
It had nothing to do with dancing for me.
Well, the fact is, you almost got your ass whooped. Period. Point blank.
Okay.
Reasons why are irrelevant. Your father almost took off his belt in public and beat both
that
of
part. And while we're on the subject, let's go ahead and throw it out there. That was the HBCU picnic.
Yeah. We got to be having another one soon.
Which will return on July the 9th.
Oh, good.
I like that.
I'm excited.
Returns on July the 9th.
The excitement.
So we'll pick up that conversation again on July the 9th. Did y'all get y'all Jazz in the Garden ticket?
I got mine.
I'm in the process.
Oh, okay. Ebony, did you get yours?
We're loading.
Okay, so then we'll definitely finish up after the because we already got that 8 group. And then don't forget, put the money on the side. January the 7th, we get our sweet
Dottie D
seats to
Dottie D
to the Orange Blossom Classic.
Oh
yeah.
I thought she was talking about New Edition concert.
Orange Block. Oh, the sweet. Oh, for 2022.
Yes, Labor Day 2022. Now then, yes,
Labor Day.
you are right.
Labor Day is not January 7th.
No. The tickets go on sale.
The tickets go on sale.
Oh,
you gotta list.
Okay.
My bad.
Then we definitely have to go ahead and get the sweet. We got to get the sweet, Senator.
I'm saying, new addition to Jodeci.
For the NE heartbreak tour.
I'll be walking around like a diva with lemon squeezed in water just because I'm
I went on ahead and emailed him back and told him he didn't send me my numbers. Get the numbers right. Come on back through. Because we need a suite at least for 20, right?
Let me go to Rasul's and give me a baggy leather outfit.
I'm gonna get me some bamboo earrings.
Yes, sir. Let me slide by Russell's, give me a baggy leather outfit like I'm standing on a sand dune. How about Jodeci?
Like this.
Look at me.
It's about to be a Johnny Girl versus Casey. Ooh yeah, blowout.
Oh my goodness. It's gonna be so exciting.
Look, so why was I talking to Daddy last night? Okay, I'm talking to TT. Why was I talking to Daddy last night? He was like, "You remember that game? Because we had the suite over off 14th Avenue, and we had invited everybody over there. That was that game when A&T played FAMU, and then we had to let out at the suite after that. You know, we had the conch salad and pigeon peas and rice, and I chuckled in my soul Because you can't divert daddy onto another topic while he's talking about something.
Mm-hmm.
So I chuckled in my soul and I was like, wow, we're doing the same thing like that we were doing back in 88. That's so funny.
Crazy.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy.
It is.
That's crazy.
The let out.
I think those were the only three tickets that were out right now. Jazz in the Gardens, and then you have Orange Blossom Classic, and then you also have New Edition. I knew Jody was gonna have something to say. Yes, your uncle.
Yes, he does. Lord,
have the best memory. Yes, he does. Unless he doesn't want to remember it.
Unless, yes.
And then he turns into a Taurus and he's like, stubborn. You don't know what you're talking about and stop talking about it.
So that could magnesium.
Talking about, just stop it.
Yes.
Listen, Mr. G will ask me about middle school teachers that I don't remember. I'll be like, I'm sorry, sir. I don't recall that person.
He does it to us too.
Listen,
You don't remember?
You remember Miss So-and-so? You're like, nah.
You don't remember when I
really
drove
don't.
you and I dropped you off at school that one day and it was like I dropped you at the corner and then it was like the radio was playing so-and-so. I'm like, what?
I just remember when he tried to kill us because we was looking at April at one time at Richmond Middle School. I was like, Mr. Garrett, it's okay, sir.
Your mama reached out to me and was like, I'm talking to William now. And your mama was like, happy anniversary. I was like, cousin cute Connie. My anniversary was 14 days ago. It's not today.
But thank you anyway.
She was in the same month. Give her credit.
And I told her, I said, it took me 16 years to get the date right. So I'm not holding no judgment. Thank you so much for wishing me a happy anniversary. I love you.
6 days ago. 6 days prior.
No, 16 years.
It took her 16 years to get the date.
16 years to get the date right.
Oh my gosh.
Gremlin's finest. What were you gonna say?
I don't even recall now. I don't forget.
I mean, I was simply going to say that we're talking about memories and people not forgetting stuff. William, I just want to remind you, whoever she is, make sure you're giving her like cod liver oil or something to make sure her memory stay intact.
Ginkgo. Give us some
Prevagen.
Ginkgo biloba.
You've seen the Prevagen commercials. The Prevagen.
Because you know when you
take a lot of pictures. Take a lot of pictures.
That's it.
I remember.
My thing is like, in the spirit of the holidays, when a sister was around when Donny Hathaway actually recorded this Christmas, you gotta watch out for them sisters.
Don't forget, next week we got games. We got those Christmas games. Remember,
watch 50 First Dates.
The guys against the women next week on our Christmas games. You gotta tune in.
We need to do that one in person, man.
Dwight gonna win.
51st dates.
Yeah, we need to do that one in person and
Dwight gonna
film
win.
it like on a set. We need to do that one in person.
We'll do it in person then. Damn it, Miles said it. It's done. Mic drop.
I mean, that's cute, but I'll be in Virginia, Miles. Thanks for.
We really do.
Miles proposed something. I agreed to it. Dropped the mic. Dwight was like, rewind.
Dwight says in his contract that you can't have the show without him.
He said he ain't right in the contract.
Ebony's birthday twin has requested my presence in her city.
Yeah. Listen, y'all triplet. That's y'all triplet.
That's Ebby's homegirl.
Yeah.
That's they triplets.
Don't perpetuate this, please.
Him.
Jody, he got a mountain lion.
He's got a black panther. He's got a black panther.
Other cousin, oh Lord.
He's got a black panther. That's it.
Wakanda forever.
But yeah, just leave it alone.
Wakanda forever.
Say she rolled away the stone on Easter.
Woo!
She rolled away the stone.
Listen, did y'all hear that? They said they need to recast the character of
T'Challa.
T'Challa.
Almost like we playing that out. How bad you know what I was gonna say?
Yeah, there's a big debate over Wakanda's lead actor, T'Challa, that he should be recasted.
T'Challa.
Remember, Chadwick Boseman died, and so there's a void in the Wakanda franchise. So, what do you guys think? Should they recast him or not?
No.
I mean, his brother said that they
His
should.
brother said.
His brother said.
Brother
said. Say it. His what did his brother say?
His brother said to recast the role of T'Challa.
I think Michael B. Jordan need to turn good.
That's what I'm saying.
I think so too.
Wanted him to do it. But
Yeah, I think he just needs to. We don't know if he died or not.
I was just watching Michael B. Jordan in Hardball, and I like that brother.
Not in Hardball.
In Hardball.
I honestly, I think that they should take the
rest in peace, G baby.
Right, G baby.
They should take the advice of his family. If his brother says that they should recast it, then that's exactly what they should do. But Chadwick Boseman doesn't seem like
he would
the pretentious, egotistical brother that would want that character to die with him.
No.
He's not that type of brother. At least I don't see that in him.
No, and that's what his brother said. His brother said that the character is larger than his brother. And there are too many little black boys who are just loving on the fact
Jody got all the smoke today, boy, I tell you.
Why is Jody a hater?
Look at
Jody got all the smoke today.
Jody's a hater.
Where did they come from?
But no, Miles, I would have to agree with you. I didn't get that vibe from Chadwick either. And I think that he would want. I think Chadwick would want it to live on.
Jody, what you say? They never got along.
She been around April and Jessica.
What she went?
No, but there's a couple different things going on because you got the movie coming out next year, but I think they're really talking about the Wakanda series that's in development for Disney Plus.
Oh, okay. I mean that makes sense. I mean, because that thing made bank now.
Yeah, but you got to keep the character. I mean, that's just
you got to
the character. You have to
like
keep the character.
Man, this is Hollywood. You can morph that into anything you want to, man. Like this Hollywood.
But what they can't do is do what they did with Iron Man, where you took Terrence Howard and replaced him with Don Cheadle. Listen, you can't do a Aunt Viv every time, folks. Black people are not monolithic. More importantly, just match the color scheme.
First, you saying that's a side character, though.
Hey, Dwight, so you
side character. You could do that early on. They about 13 movies into the whole thing now. They did that. You could do that after 1 and 2. That was easy. But like 13 movies, yeah, nah.
Say Iron Man start talking like this. Say, man.
Yeah, have you heard him say Maine one time, Maine? Come on, Maine.
Oh God!
You gotta protect the vibranium, man.
Let me get one of them suits, man.
Say, man, where Cookie at, man? Where Cookie at? Tell Cookie to bring me my juice, man.
I love it. I love it. Too long. Too long.
Say, man.
Y'all don't act like y'all don't know them lines from Hustle and Flow. Don't act like y'all don't know.
Hustle and Flow.
Act like y'all don't know them lines.
We're gonna have to do a show just strictly karaoke.
Whoop that.
Oh my God.
Get him. Come on, man.
Say, man. Oh, TT came back, man. I see TT came back. TT came back.
They had a video talking about he was in the mirror. Came to Maine. No, you have to say man.
Yes. Candy man. You have to say Candy man. Candy man.
I don't know. Has Terrence been quiet? Yes, sir.
Please tell me that we have that video of that judge in Louisiana. Yes. There you go, Basil.
There you go.
Basil.
She got a glass eye.
Basil.
She got a glass eye?
Basil
is on it. He is like reading the minds of everybody.
Miles, just go ahead and admit, did you run into this judge when you was at Grambling? Is that what you? Because it seems real personal right now.
He might have did.
Hey, Dwight.
Miles, was that the judge when you said Bubba them was coming in?
No, thank God not. Because if that would have been the judge, I wouldn't have made it out of there. I mean, they would have hung me in the back.
Yeah, she done made her. She feel known.
Hey, Dwight, he was waiting to jump in like it was double dutch. He was like,
listen. I saw on Sean King's page today. He made a very good point. He said,
"He's a liar."
This was a good point. This was a good point he made.
He's a liar.
That every
time
he's a liar. They use racial slurs, right?
He's a liar.
They always say, "Oh, I was drunk. Oh, I was under the influence, or whatever, what have you." That's always the excuse.
Well, they play the victim. They play the victim.
Yeah,
they
twist
the narrative and play the victim.
Bring the family into what we're talking about. The judge was caught on tape.
We don't have that audio.
What we don't have is we don't want to get cut off the show.
That was normal conversation around that household.
So we wanted to show Judge Michelle's picture, but what we don't want to do is get cut off. We want to finish the conversation.
Ms. Markins,
it was normal conversation because at the beginning
let's be clear. She said the N-word with her full chest. With her full chest.
Yeah, she said
followed by the word roaches
for the people in the back. Yeah.
Followed by the word roaches. They look like roaches.
For the folks that are listening, she used a hard R on it as well. She
didn't
use
the
R,
not the R, not the A. Not the A. The ER. At the beginning, the gentleman was making...
We're not even going to use the word gentleman with him. We're not even going to use that.
The person, the human.
The first man that was talking, he was singing a rap song. He was singing a rap song.
And what was the rap song?
I don't remember what it was.
When they pull up, they be like, "Damn!" When I pull up in my whip or something like that.
Yeah.
Something to that effect.
Now, was he the one who said that he had to jump on him, and that's when he lost his phone?
I don't know.
And then
it was a number of them in there.
And then she said, "Well, you should have taken the phone."
Yeah.
I'm still curious and extremely perplexed as to how that video got.
Yeah, who leaked
that part? The person who was in the room
leaked the video,
who recorded what was going on. Because the truth of the matter is, their voices were not caught on the surveillance video that they were watching.
Right.
Someone was in the room recording their reaction.
This conversation.
This conversation video that was being played.
Right. And that person subsequently leaked the video.
She's black.
Really, Jody? Really?
Oh, well, she's in denial.
I don't think so.
Jody, I don't know what 23andMe you was looking at. That is a white woman.
Not Uncle Ruckus.
White.
That's what to bring that from your trunk. You have to bring that from your trunk.
That's my question, because she was in the comfort of her own home because she was reviewing surveillance tapes. So that has to be what they got some black maids or something like that? Is that what happened? Like, I'm trying to figure out.
Right.
Because you gotta believe that if they're nobody in the family would be dumb enough to implicate.
You don't know what that girl has done to somebody in her family.
Well,
that's
somebody
true. You know what, TT? That's true.
You don't know.
Miles, somebody was sick of
it. Yeah, they was.
Seen this happen on reality TV where the child records the parent doing something that is not for public display.
Kurt Franklin.
We've seen it.
Yeah, Kurt Franklin.
Let's be clear.
Let's be clear. I'm saying, no. I'm saying,
no, I know.
Yes, there is a family member that could do it. I was saying his little son that's grown was trying to do the same type of stuff to him.
Yeah, because somebody was like, these MFers with the ER, not the A. It was like,
right. Too much dip on your chip, player.
Yeah, somebody's done made. She done made someone else upset.
She made her mad.
She made someone else upset.
Yeah, man, she was like, you're not gonna keep going around acting like you just a judge and you just sitting around here just being so loose,
right?
And racist.
And I agree. They need to reopen each and every case.
Yes,
they sure do.
They sure do.
Reopen them all.
It might have been the dude from the Clippers girlfriend. The dude. She might be a friend. She might be a.
Yeah.
Hey, Dana, she seems to assimilate into those type of circles. So yeah, you might be right.
Hey, it seems like the DJ and another one and another one.
And speaking to Jody's point about, did anybody see Passing?
Yeah.
See what?
Passing. It's on Hulu, right? Hulu.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
Netflix,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The black and white movie.
I would love for everybody to watch that.
Yeah.
I would love for everybody to watch that and for us to be able to discuss that, because Kendrick and I watched it and agreed that it wasn't what we expected, but we were able to talk about so many different themes within the movie. So I would love for
Jody. The thing is, Mark Morial don't use the hard R. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a learned behavior. That's.
Has anybody seen 137 Shots on Netflix?
No, but I can write that one down.
Not yet.
It's not just Ohio
Babu.
Oh,
137 shots.
It's an ongoing case where, basically they chased down the car, shot it up 137 times, claimed that the people in the car had weapons. They didn't have any weapons. They started covering up. So, like I said, it's not just an Ohio thing, but it's a.
That sounds like Miami Beach on Memorial Day, Dana. That's
right. Sound like down the street.
Yeah.
No, but there's 137 shots by the policeman.
No, like I said, that sounds like Memorial Day.
Right. Still on the beach.
Hey, we gotta follow that case in Louisiana, because I want to know what happens to this judge. Like, real talk. I want to know what happens to her.
Miles, go ahead and confess it, brother. It's the end of the year, man. What did she do, bro? I mean, that she gave you like too much community service? What happened, bro?
Right.
Get it off your chest, man.
They'll slap on the wrist,
White.
get rid of a hide.
I'm gonna leave you on this comment right here. These are the people, when we talk about how racism has been converted from the overt to the covert. It's the judges, it's the teachers, it's the professors, it's the business owners, it's the sheriff, it's the detectives, it's the FBI directors, it's the congressman.
The DA.
It's the congressman, it's the alderman. It's in line with that, Dwight. It's in line with that. The fact that they put on this facade in public of how they love everybody and how they're for everybody, and they're in these they're in these quintessential positions of power. You know what I'm saying? And
like Kyle Rittenhouse's judge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And like the
y'all going out with a word.
Doggone press conference.
Wait a minute. But did y'all see the one about the kid that had jury duty and ended up with 10 days in jail?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, real quick. Dwayne Wade has a cannabis line out in LA. It's called Journey. Have you guys heard anything about this?
I can't support any other cannabis lines until we lift up Purple Urkel by my man Jaleel White. Okay.
I got you.
Shout out. Urkel got his own weed line.
I got you.
Really? Okay. Well,
I'm retired, so I can sell.
Next week we'll catch up on this case with Tory Lanez and
Meg the graduate.
Yeah, that's all I heard. Meg Smollett. Okay. All right. So
$1.
we'll chat with you.
Not a cliffhanger.